Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Settlement Survival. We're on episode 2. We're going to continue the civilization from episode 1, or the settlement. And in the first one, we lost all of our tools. We got a lot of health lost. That's to be expected in our first year. But we did collect all the building materials that we need, and we're overstocked on food. As you can tell, we are just chock full of peas. So in this episode, we're going to try and finish up our reed production and thus getting some clothes and cloths and stuff. And then we're also going to start slaughtering our first cows, which will allow us to start getting some real clothes made for our people, because they're going to start losing their clothes soon too. And that'll help keep them warm and happy. We're going to finish off this mill with the rope that we produce in the knitting workshop. Then we're going to try and get some science bonuses and kind of see where the game takes us. Let's get some trade going so we can trade away all this good food that we have. I think just basic raw food is not very high in value, but that's okay. And then we'll just kind of deal with things as we go. We have started making our tools, even though one of our people is practically worthless because they have a broken bone and no tools, but they'll get back to work eventually. I think one of the first things we want to do, even while this is paused, is we'll just take out one of these workers out of each of these farms. Since we're already overproducing food, I figure we don't really need the labor in there anyway. That yellow line represents the world border. We cannot build beyond that yellow line. Our fuel reserves are low, and that was happening in the last episode too. But we do have people working in the chopping house. So we're going to throw someone in the water sawmill, which is just, basically it's a sawmill. Oh, I just turned off the tutorial without even thinking. Anyway, the water sawmill is just a sawmill, but it works more efficiently since it's placed along the water. And we're going to make planks, which is just an upgraded building material from timber. Takes some processing, so you can make more complex buildings with it. Then we can throw one of those farmers into our sand pit, which can collect either clay or sand. But since we need clay for our reed pit, and then reeds for our knitting workshop and rope, that's the order we're going to do it in. We'll get sand later. And sand will be useful in things like glass and glass-related products, and I'm pretty sure there's a few things that require sand just as a raw building material, but I don't have it all memorized. So, one thing you can do with your extra workers... Oh, we got up to 50 population! Because it's now offering us our first leader person, administrator. That's the key word. So we get to choose between these two, and we can either increase the efficiency of processing structures by 20% or increase our fruit yield by 10%. And since we are already overproducing food and aren't producing fruit yet, we definitely want to choose efficiency of processing structures. Processing. But anyway, as I was talking about, we do have one laborer up here, so they'll kind of generally do things around the town that are needed. And we can give them commands here. So if we tell them to gather all around our town, they can kind of start clearing up all this stuff, and giving us more room to grow, and giving us a better place to, more resources to build with. I do like playing on the 10 times speed on this game. Other games I feel like 10 times speed, I'll pause a lot, and I will typically pause to make a decision in this game, or at least lower the speed. But if I'm not playing on 10 times speed, I just feel like the game is too slow. And again, that's not how I normally feel about this stuff. I've been known to play Against the Storm at 1 time speed almost the entire time. I've been trying to play it on sped up version, but if you've been watching that series, I have been struggling on Prestige 9 in the Frost biome. I've done 2 playthroughs of it in a row, and both times have been a struggle. I even got a little frustrated yesterday but I was still having a really good time. Alright, so we just earned our next tech point from our school run-in and just the passive technology. And as I said today, I think we're going to try and start working on our research. And that would be in the science category, but I'm taking a quick look around to kind of see what else we have available to us. We could do food processing. We could do more logistics like a transfer station or a warehouse. But I think that, well, besides the fact that I would need cut stone for something advanced, we might want to do trade. Insurance seems like a good idea. And the pottery workshop would allow us to kind of make clay catalysts into pottery or porcelain and silver ore into silver cutlery. So this would be like a way to make like trade goods, right? And then jewelry. But we'll stick to the plan for now. And 5 more students, and the XP generated from schools is increased by 100%. That sounds like it's just a free bonus for us since we already have this school. So let's pick that one first. Our reed warehouse is finally built and someone's working in there. That's great. That was our one laborer. I think our builders, since they're not doing anything, are probably out collecting those things. Yeah. So if they run out of a task, then they'll go to work. It's good to know. This ship that we see in the water here is represented on the icons up here as they approach. This is the trade ship sent by the Faction of the Sea. I thought if I hit, when I hit C, Antonio sends those ships. We can make orders through him, but our reputation with him will never go up. But as you increase the reputation in the other factions, you will gain bonuses. Let's get rid of one of these people as builders. We can put them in the knitting workshop to make that rope that we wanted. Anyway, as you build up reputation with these factions, they have these unique bonus buildings and technologies that you can only get in World Wonders through trading with them. So like for instance, we wouldn't have access to bamboo seeds or bamboo baskets or this particular paper mill without trading with Meow. Like a cat, I guess? Or I'm just pronouncing it wrong. Lorenzo, on the other hand, would give us a hardwood forest farm, hardwood seeds, and hardwood tools. There's smoke rising from the forest, and soon people can confirm that it is a fire. Since it's not big yet, should we put out the fire first or cut down the surrounding trees? Let's put out the fire. Citizens successfully put out the fire and picked up a lot of twigs for winter. Cool. But it says can cultivate hardwood trees and produce large amounts of hardwood. Farmers who work here will harvest full-grown trees, can use fertilizer to increase output. So I guess it's just hardwood is just like better than regular wood, maybe. Oh, you can make hardwood pastures, and yes, it can be used for things further down as well. It'll just increase the maximum warmth of your citizens if you get all the way down. So there's some pretty cool bonuses to look around in here for, but we'll get around to that. First, we would need to build a trading post and staff it. But most importantly, we've got some immigrants coming in. And the immigrants will allow us to expand our population, start working more industries, and here they come. You can actually watch them approach. Kind of get a feel for them. Now, when you accept immigrants, there's always a chance that you'll be dealing with the plague. But it's nothing that a little clinic and some technology can't deal with. But however, you do need a town hall in order to accept immigrants, and that's why we built it. Down here at the bottom, it says, right where my head is, it says immigration approval. 11 immigrants applied to settle in the town, and we can accept or refuse them, and we are going to accept them because we need people. they should immediately move into this interim housing and fill in any other houses that we've built. And as I said, one of our citizens has the plague. So with our technology point, I believe that, I thought it was livability. Maybe it's the herbalist. Yeah. The waterborne disease expertise. You can greatly accelerate the treatment of waterborne disease, cholera. And I believe that matches the first plague that you can receive. Yeah, cholera. So just by picking up this point, it allows us to build the herbalist hut, but more importantly, it allows us to deal with this disease better. So we'll pick that up, help make our immigrants a little healthier, and then we can start building some houses for them so our population can continue to grow. How far out can we go here? Oh, pretty far, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, all the way. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and that's it on that row. But that's fine. Then we'll just go out here to this road and build even more houses. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get that other one. Slap a road down between them. That'll give something for our builders to do. We are making rope, which then the builders are putting into the mill. And remember, once the mill's done, this will turn into pasture area, which will give us, which will make it'll turn into something, right? It's not fertile soil. Oh, we got a big tree. We can transplant it somewhere else with our tools. And since we moved it, it says that our trees will be growing more rapidly. That's pretty cool. Grasslands. So this mill will start producing the grasslands bonus once it has a worker, which increases the output of all of our pastures, just in time for us to start slaughtering our cattle and getting meat. This will be great for us. But, you know, we can only do it as fast as they can produce rope over here. In fact, it's probably worth throwing another citizen in there for now. Our chopping house seems to be having some issues keeping up. So I think it's worth building the upgraded chopping house, which is a sawmill again. But I think we can just build one not on the water. We could upgrade this existing one, but I'm a little nervous to have it, you know, have the downtime from it. So yeah, we'll just build one next door. Now that we have the people, there's no reason not to build the new building and then take down the old building. Sorry, I'm real thirsty right now. Just woke up from a nap. Excuse me. I'm trying to do bitrate on my streaming. It does not seem to be up to the maximum that I was hoping. So it's giving me like a red indicator. But I guess we'll check it out after the stream, or someone can let me know what's going on. Maybe I can make some adjustments. But this game, one thing about it is it's real hard to tab out because it wants to keep my mouse in this, even though I've chosen borderless window. So that's one complaint I'll have about it. So in here, we don't really have anything to make. And that's fine with me. Because really, we're just having someone in here to increase the effectiveness of all the pastures around it. I guess I could set it as a flour recipe, but they just, you know, unless they're picking up that stuff off the ground, we're not producing it in our farms. Alright, and we're still on the ×10 speed. That's fine with me. Let's add a few more people into our collection systems over here. Wow, and even this warehouse is taken up with peas now. So we are going to have to start trading soon. We're probably also going to want this repair shop, which we can't really fit in there, but we could fit it in kind of over here. Seems perfect. The repair shop's just going to keep our different buildings repaired, obviously. That's why it's called the repair shop. Then I can fit a little latrine in here, which will cover all the houses, and that will increase the health of our citizens, but it'll also collect more animal dung for us, being as humans are animals. So those 11 people moved in, and we built too many houses, meaning that as we build these houses, no one's going to be living in them, but we'll be ready for an influx of population and for population growth. And I'm okay with that. You know, we've got the materials, we've got the time. Our builders are just sitting there. So let's get that done. I mean, they could be upgrading the saw, or they could be building the sawmill and stuff, but now you can see the grassland output from pastures increased by 50%. And it does have a green border that extends to each of our pastures. I don't think your pastures have to be fully encompassed in the bonus to get it, but like I think even just like one square inside will give it the bonus. But I like this setup. It looks interesting. I saw it on the loading screen too, like something similar to this. I was like, I bet that's really cool. So we are going to try and be upgrading. We should upgrade our farms, because then they can use the fertilizer that we've been producing. And, you know, like, I did just say that we don't really need better farms, but that's what we did anyway. If nothing else, we can just take people out. No repairman assigned, because we don't have the repair house built yet, but they'll get to it. They're almost done with these houses. I did want to see if we could turn on those tutorials again, which, you know, again, I accidentally closed that out and just blindly clicked the accept button. Is there like no, but as you can see, I've got borderless window here, but like I can't go off the screen. Oh well. Let's prioritize the repair shop. Yeah, and as you can tell, it's quite peaceful. I love the sounds. It attributes to the peacefulness of the game. Oh, looks like we'd be able to get a llama or an alpaca if we sent a hunter over there. Now, you can't really control where the hunters go. They're just kind of track an animal and then hunt it down, but you know what? We can put more people in here. We've got 5 laborers. It'll be good for them to be getting us some more materials. And it's possible that I should be building another storage yard over here, just to accommodate all the stuff we're picking up. Okay, a mysterious merchant dressed like a foreigner came to the settlement and hawked his goods to the citizens. Hear ye, hear ye. 3,000 coins for 200 special medicine. Buy them or miss them. Well, we don't even have 3,000 special coins, so we're going to have to, silver coins, so we're going to have to skip on that. That's fine to me. It would have been kind of cool to see what that event was about, but unnecessary. Now that we have enough rope for our building, I think it's better that we produce something else. And it looks like the only other thing we could be making is straw shoes, which I'm totally fine with because it increases your people's happiness and their speed. I'm not sure what it means by those symbols right now. But okay. I just hit U to get rid of my resource panel. I don't often look at it. So we'll make domestic fuel here, and that'll be at an upgraded rate. Then we'll upgrade this one to a sawmill, and then we can have 2 places making domestic fuel at once. And then I can open up a slot for one of those workers to move over to the new building. And we didn't miss a beat. Let's do a storage yard again over here. Can I make one that's too wide? Yes, I can. There we go. Alright, so beans are the best production, right? We do have tons of iron tools. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We're going to focus for a second. And we are going to build a trade hub. Small trading post. If we just build a small trading post kind of near our, or between our storages, then that should be a good place to draw from all of the different resources that we have available to us. It's my hope. I've been saying beans. It's peas. It's just in the beans section. That storage is full. These houses are empty, but they have been filling up, meaning people have been getting kids, I believe. It's possible that we're going to need more water, huh? Just like me. So we can solve that problem with some big wells. Since our composter needs water, it might be a good idea to build a well over here so they can just drag it into the storage. Then the composter can pick it up to start allowing people to get fertilizer. What did we build that took workers? I keep hitting Alt like it's going to show me the workers. I'll take him out. But again, I really don't... Oh, the repair shop took a guy, that's for sure. The latrine took a person. I forgot about that. And we did put more people in here. Maybe some people died off from old age or something. Not sure. But I actually am fairly certain that I don't need this many people working on iron. And I don't think you can get